Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Matt Quinn, and I'm back with another I Said It podcast. I probably don't sound that excited right now. Well, I pulled an all-nighter, so I've been up, and pretty much was up to the crack of dawn, and I want to say the sun is just coming up right now, and just wanted to just talk. I'm gonna say that this is gonna call this one my little therapy session. Normally, well, people who know me well know that driving is something that I do that's pretty therapeutic. But I just wanted to get on here and just talk. Fix my camera. Just wanted to get on here and talk. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about and just touch up on is acceptance. I feel like in life, there are just certain things that we have to accept. And acceptance is kind of the story of my life, with a lot of different circumstances. And I just wanted to touch up on some of those things. So yeah, excuse me if I sound like I'm dragging ass. But, I just been doing a lot of thinking and just a lot of reflecting. So, one of the things that I did have a hard time with growing up was accepting the way life plays out and the way that certain things happen for us. I used to dwell on a lot of things that were out of my control. And it probably hindered my growth to some degree. Especially when, I was like fresh out of high school in like my early 20s. My mom used to always tell me not to harp on things in the past because, for obvious reasons, you don't want to look back on things, especially on things you can't control, because life doesn't discriminate and time doesn't discriminate. It's going to just keep going, whether you like it or not. And everybody has their last day. So living in the past and harping on things is only going to do so much for you. Because when the Reaper comes, everybody got to clock out, But I'll talk about some of the things that I've had to accept. And one of the major things that I had to accept is that I've always had to work harder than everybody around me just to show that I was worth anything, or just to even have an opportunity. I always had to work hard and outdo everybody. It wasn't just you put in some effort and you get this. No, I always had to go above and beyond. And that was just about with everything, with my naval career, with my siblings, with my academics. Always had to work harder than everybody, especially being diagnosed with autism as a kid. You know what I mean? So I always had to work extremely hard just to learn and pick up things. I'm so tired of this camera. It keeps on flipping over. So I hope when I edit this, it doesn't affect it. But yeah, I've always had to work harder than everybody. Like, I've never had anything handed to me. I never had anything easy, you know. And it's not that I'm complaining about it. I'm just stating it. I'm sure a lot of people have had different challenges, but I feel like every day has been a challenge for me. Another thing that I had to accept is that there are some people that in this world that are just going to waste your time. I think they're put in our lives to test our patience and to just test how we're going to respond to these types of situations. And as sad as it is, it seems like the people that are here to waste our time a lot of the times is the people that we desire the most, the people who we really want to have in our lives, whether that's to be a friend, whether that's business wise, whether that's intimate wise, and that's another thing that I had a hard time accepting, but nonetheless I did. That there are just gonna be some people here, they're not gonna do anything but waste your time. All right. Something else that I had to accept. I had to accept that there are just some things in life that are not for me. One of those things that I feel it's not for me is love and relationships and all that other stuff. I just don't feel like it's for me because every time I've sought after it, every time I've tried to pursue it, and hell, even the ones that I've been in throughout my life is always failed, or it always ended out on a sour note, and I just got to thinking, like, you know what? Maybe I'm just not meant for this. Maybe it's just something that's okay. There's some people in life that have that, and they may have found their person, so to speak, or their persons, whether they choose to be monogamous or not. It's up to them. Yes, guys, polygamy is a thing. It's very a thing, okay? But I just don't think that it's for me, because if it was, I wouldn't have had to endure a lot of the things that I did, And I know there's going to be this narrative of, oh, that's why he is like that. Somebody hurt him and he's bitter. And it's none of that at all. I mean, yeah, I have been wronged by people in the past. Absolutely. But by no means I'm bitter over it. I still have love for them. And I just understand that I feel like a lot of the things that did happen, it built character, and it kind of helped make me who I am now. Another thing that I grew to accept is that I've accepted that sometimes I care way too much. Sometimes I care way too much about people who aren't even worthy of it. You know what I mean? I've accepted that I'm willing to give everyone a chance, whether they're a good person or if everyone says, oh no, this is a bad person, you shouldn't even deal with this individual. I'm willing to look past anyone's flaws because I believe that there's good in everybody, even though that person or them or those people could be pieces of shit. you know, I've accepted that I'm willing to try and try to see the good in them, because I believe that everyone has some good in them. And I feel like sometimes my generosity can be taken as a sign of weakness, you know. I've accepted that too. That yeah, I have a good heart. I do what I can, and I understand that there's going to be people there's going to be people out there that, you know, take my kindness one or three ways. You know, they take it for weakness, take it for granted, or they take advantage of it. You know, but don't don't ever get my kindness twisted. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be an asshole off the rip, but at the same time, I'm not going to let you take advantage of me. You know, I treat everyone accordingly. And you know, something else that I've accepted is I've accepted that I like being alone. You know, I really enjoy just being by myself a lot of the times. You know, because, you know, in my early 20s, when I was in the Navy and I was away from home and I was away from all my family and friends, and I didn't really make that many new friends in the Navy. You know, I always try to hang out with people. I always try to, whenever I did come and visit home, I would always try to, you know, visit certain friends or try to hit people up. And a lot of the times they would no show or they would flake. And it got to a point where I just started to do things by myself, because I said, you know what, I'm not going to miss out on life and miss out on doing something because I don't have a friend or I don't have someone with me. And, you know, as much as I didn't like it, I just had to, you know, I had to suck it up and just do it and just deal with it. And I think that was kind of the precursor to me mastering the ability to be alone. And I love it, you know. I'm by myself now, and it really helps me expand my mind when I'm alone. I mean, just being able to do this podcast and talk about this particular topic, you know, while I'm by myself. I wouldn't have ever thought about this if I was around people, you know. And, you know, I just wanted to talk about this just because it's been lingering in my mind for the past few days. And acceptance is not necessarily about you like it or you hate it. It's just about understanding the circumstances of how things are and you just live with it. And these are just some of the things that I've grown to live with. You know, it's made me the person that I am, and all I can do is just embrace it and try to make the most of it, because life is short. There's no telling when we gonna check out this motherfucker, you know. So I try to do everything I can to play the hand that was dealt to me and then just live. And maybe those different narratives that I talked about accepting, maybe one of these days, a lot of those things will come to fruition. Maybe not. That's not really my decision to make. All I can do is try to live and try to be the greatest version of myself and see where life goes. But I just wanted to chop it up with y'all. I just wanted to have a little therapy session because that's pretty much what this was. This was pretty much my therapy. I just wanted to get on here and just kind of talk and just, let you guys know what I've been thinking about. So, anyway, y'all please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Matt Quinn. Follow me on Instagram at YupISaidIt and at The Real Matt Quinn. That's my personal Instagram page. And, yeah, man, support the podcast. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you can find podcasts at, man. Just look up #YupISaidIt. I appreciate everybody who does listen to it, and I appreciate all the new listeners. So I'm out. Y'all have fun, love life, and love yourselves. Peace.